I've been reading so much, and actually we're doing a whole show about anxiety and depression, and the amount of that is going up tremendously. I even saw a reporter talk about that 1/4 of teenagers have considered committing suicide or something to that effect. I mean,
Isn't that crazy?
I think that's unbelievable.
Yes.
It's horrible. And, what are we teaching our society? But so there's a lot of people under stress and anxiety, and that affects our health as well, obviously. Are there foods that can help people that are having problems with dealing with this situation?
Absolutely. The secret to mental health is the digestive system. And simply put, your stomach has one main job. And that job is to take proteins, whether it's from a carrot or a steak, and break them down into something called amino acids.
Yes.
Now, the amino acid called tryptophan gets into the small intestine, combines with vitamin B6, and creates a chemical called 5-HTP. 5-HTP goes into the brain and creates a chemical called serotonin. Mm-hmm. Serotonin is the neurotransmitter that helps you focus. Serotonin becomes melatonin, which helps you sleep. So every case I've ever seen, I've been in practice over 35 years. I've seen tens of thousands of patients. Every case I've ever seen with anxiety, depression, ADD, ADHD, even suicidal, there's always something in the digestive system that's been undiagnosed. I didn't say misdiagnosed, undiagnosed. So we got to get the stomach breaking proteins into amino acids. Then you got to make sure you have enough B vitamins, like B6, for example. So tryptophan combines with B6, creates 5-HTP. 5-HTP becomes serotonin. Serotonin becomes melatonin. Now you're able to sleep and focus.
Right.
Tyrosine, the amino acid tyrosine, becomes dopamine. Dopamine gives you pleasure. And so many times when we have anxiety, depression, we feel like there's just no pleasure in life. I'm not enjoying my family. I'm not enjoying romance. I'm not enjoying my food. I'm just so depressed. There's nothing to live for. How many times have we heard that? The reason is you're not getting pleasure.
Right.
So if we can get the stomach breaking proteins into amino acids to get tyrosine, tyrosine becomes dopamine. Dopamine gives you pleasure, goes right back to the stomach again.
Now, should you supplement your diet with tyrosine?
I don't recommend taking the amino acids because I'd rather fix the cause, which is your stomach not breaking down the proteins. Now, short term, yes. You can take tryptophan, you can take tyrosine to get that boost. But ultimately, I want to fix the gut so that you're breaking down your foods to give you the amino acids.
You mentioned B vitamins. Now, there's a lot of people that have a genetic problem with breaking down certain folic acid, for example.
Yes.
So do you recommend methylated B vitamins?
Yes, the methylation makes it easier to absorb, of course. And you can always get your B vitamins tested. We do tests in our office. And again, we're talking about anti-aging. I do recommend you get a complete blood work. I do recommend we do something called a micronutrient test. So we can test your specific B vitamins. We can test your antioxidant levels. We can test your adrenal function. And then we can focus specifically on your problems. Again, generically, take these supplements, but then we want to dig a little deeper if we can as well. But the methylated just makes it a lot easier to absorb.